Welcome back to Site Tech Intermountain Earthworks training videos. I've got an ATI box blade level best here with 3D dual GNSS on it, running full Earthworks. Just wanted to give you a quick tip and remind you that you can still use your equipment for many different options here, even your small ones. If you're running a design, you've got all your designs set up in here, but if you want to run depth and slope, you can still run depth and slope, and you can still run measured data to record points if you needed to, or still run the line work in the background. What I mean by that is you can still, for the extra line work optional, put it in depth and slope, which is going to allow you to be able to bench out a flat plane. Like it says right here, bench heading required. So facing this way, I'm going to hit the blue icon to bench out for a heading in case I pitch it left or right or main fall, and then I need to bench an elevation. So if I bench the elevation, you're still seeing in the background my line work. It's a little confusing sometimes when you see the line work in the background, but your actual cut fill is based off of your elevation that you just created. Change it to what you want. So right now I'm actually sitting right above where the building is, but at least it gives me a reference if I were to just build something on the fly and not actually need to build the design at this moment. For example, up on the top of this pile, I just needed to knock it off flat. Or now that I've benched, I can go up here to my main fall and actually change this to, let's say, 2%. I want it to go 2% out in front of me. What you got to do is pay attention to the icon right there for the plus or minus. So if I want it down in front of me, I got to click that down. And then if I want to pitch it to my right or left, I can still come up here and on the option to the offset to the side, give that the same thing. Maybe I'll put a 6% on this one to make sure it drains right. You got to make sure you hit the plus or minus also for that, and we'll hit that. So just know that you can still build what you need to on the fly out in the field, but still reference your line work so that you know exactly where the building's at, where the drains are. In this application right here, I've got my colored areas in here, so I can still see where my thick asphalt is and not. But if you don't want that on there, just go to your job setup and turn off the extra line work. Just go to none selected and hit apply. Now you're right back to what you're traditionally used to if you do depth and slope without having that line work in the background. And you can just click these back. On the fly, you can hit bench or elevations again, whatever you need to. Just think outside the box. Make sure that your expensive tool that you or your company bought for you is actually doing what you need to. And that's the intent of these videos that I'm doing, is to show you all the cool things that it can do so that you don't think that it's a one-trick pony. Because these are far from one-trick ponies, with the ability to record points, build your own infill designs, your own flat planes, sloping planes, you name it. Put in the colored areas like I showed you, put pipe models in here. You name it, make sure that it does what you need to on the job site for you. So thank you for watching this video from Site Tech Intermountain on the ATI box blade and any options that it has through Earthworks.